Hey guys, it's JD from Ponzo World, and today we are unboxing and reviewing this wireless microphone system made by innopow. Now this is a $179 wireless microphone system. Now that might seem a little bit expensive, but with me doing just a little bit of research that I've done on basically microphone systems, not necessarily this one. This seems to be a pretty good price for what you're getting. Now, I've looked at the reviews on this. They seem really good, and overall, this thing just seems like you're getting a really good microphone system for what you're paying. So, not much more to say about it. So, let's go ahead and show you around the box here. Now, you can find this product on Amazon. Links will be in the description for that. I believe this is the model number, WM-400. You see here, professional UHF, wireless handheld microphone system. On the bottom, a few labels if you want to look at that. On the top, not really anything, yet another label if you want to look at that. And then on the back, we have a bunch of specifications. So let me focus the camera. If you want to, you could go ahead and pause the video and look at that. Here's this side. And there you go. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is obviously a very big box, so I'm going to have to kind of take everything out with this box laying down. So it's going to get the... Actually, let's go and see if I can peel this off with my fingers. I can't. Get in there. Peel off the wrapping. Go and go ahead and pull this open. All right, and it opens like that. So let's lay that down and open it up. So we have a piece of foam. Take that off, and all right, we have a instruction guide here, owner's manual, whatever you want to call it. There you go. And focus the camera. And let's go ahead and pull this out. So these are your antennas. Alright, so you got two in two different bags. And let's go ahead and take out the actual system itself. It's actually a lot smaller than what I thought. I thought it was going to be like a lot bigger, probably the size of the box, but this thing's really small. Alright, let's go and take this off, and here's everything. So all of your batteries, which I like that these are included. And there you are, 4 microphones. They are probably all the same. I'm going to take them out of the wrapping and see. This is your audio cable of some sorts. And then over here you have your cord to power the system. And then some rubber bands. All right. And that seems like all that's here. So let's set this off to the side. And I will unwrap the system right here. So I'm going to cut this with my knife. Get around this. There we go. Alright, and here it is. Pretty nice so far. There you go. You got a power switch here. And then 2 screens. On the back, we have all of our connectors. If you want to look at that, there they are. So, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and set this up and basically show you guys what this thing can do. Alright, so currently I have it all set up. Don't worry, I will get a better viewing angle in just a minute. But one thing I wanted to say is that, so basically what you have to do is that, or well, actually one thing I am going to go over before that is these right here, okay? So this one right here, for an example. This is for if you want, for example, number 1 microphone to go out. You just use this one port for this one microphone or whatever. Now in this case, I'm using this port right here. This is the mix out. Now that is for all 4 of the microphones. So this is for number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So if you're only going to use number 4 microphone, for example, you could use this port and just have it go out. And if you turn on number 3 microphone, that won't do anything because there's nothing plugged into it. But if you want all the microphones to work all into one speaker or whatever, you use this port right here. Now in this case, this one is going out to an external amplifier, okay? And if you're looking into buying one of these, you probably know what I'm talking about. But if you're just an average consumer, you probably don't. So basically, this line is going to an aux cable going into the back of an external amplifier hooked up to some speakers. So in just a minute, I'll show me turning this on. And the audio coming from my mouth into the microphone, it will play through the speakers that are hooked up to the external amp. So I'll go ahead and show that in just a minute. Okay, so basically to show you the front of this, I'm gonna have to hold it up like this. But on this side here, we have the power button. Here we have the 2 screens. This is showing microphone 1 and 2, and this is showing 3 and 4. Now these RF1, RF2, etc., that is to change the volume of the microphone. So if you have microphone 1 on, you change the volume basically from here. And then I would say the master volume is your amplifier that this is hooked up to. So this is for number 2 and so on. And I'll show that in just a minute. So let's go ahead and turn this on. So here it is. This is the display. And if you notice, this looks a little bit faded and stuff. This is just a little cover over this. You could peel this off, which I guess I could do right now. You can see there, it just comes right off, and now it doesn't look all scratched and stuff. Anyways, you can see here channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, and this is the megahertz number. So if we go ahead and turn on, for example, I believe this is microphone 3 or 4. This is microphone 4. You can see here the frequency is 568.65. If we look on here for channel 4, it is 568.65. If my camera will focus. And we also have some options here. We have, I'll just show on channel 1 here. We have, my darn camera will focus. We have auto sync on and a TW power high and so on. You can see there. So pretty nice. I guess what I'll go ahead and do now is I guess I could go ahead and talk into this microphone. And now you'll be hearing audio coming from this side of your speaker or whatever, because the speakers that are hooked up to the amplifier are on that side. So let's go ahead and talk into number 4. There you go. You can hear it's a lot more amplified. Let's turn up the volume all the way on channel 4. There you go. It's up a lot more. And I'm going to go ahead and walk over here to where the amplifier is. And it's still picking up, even with the microphone probably 10-15 feet away. Let's go ahead and turn up the master volume on the amplifier. I'm turning it up right now. And it gets pretty loud now. Of course, that probably depends on your amplifier too. So that's what it sounds like. And what I'll go ahead and do now is bring the phone over there by the speaker so you could hear that it is in fact coming out. All right, so down here we have our speaker. I'll go ahead and show you right here. We have the amplifier, and then this is the cord running down to where the microphone system is. So here it is. We have the speaker, and I'll go ahead and put the microphone closer to my face. You can see now it's coming out of the speakers. There you go. That's what it sounds like. It sounds pretty good so far. Once again, of course, that depends on your volume and how close the microphone is from your face, and also how your amp is and stuff. But in this case, there's no distortion at all, which I'm really impressed about. And once again, the volume on the speaker or the microphone system is all the way up, and this is about halfway on the amplifier. And it's sounding pretty good. Now, what I'll go ahead and do now is bring the microphone a little bit farther away from my face. So there you go. That's probably, I don't know, an inch away from my face, and it fades out pretty quickly. Of course, you can bring up your volume to change that, so I guess that's what I'll do now. All right, so right now the volume on the amp is all the way up, and it's also all the way up on the speaker system. So let's go ahead and see how far away I could get this until it starts picking up until it stops picking up my voice. Yeah. All right, so here it is. Yeah, so it seems to be working perfectly fine when it's about, I don't know, 3-4 inches away from your face. So it seems to be pretty good. It seems to be pretty much what the standard length away from your face would be for a normal microphone. You can see here now, if I put it even closer, it gets a lot louder. So let's bring it a little bit farther away. You can see there, it's still amplifying my voice. So there you go. Not bad at all. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate me hooking up the other microphones and using that as like a group kind of chat thing. So if you're like in a podcast or something and you have multiple people, you could use the other mics and it'll all be picking it up at the same time. All right, so currently I'm speaking into microphone number 4, and right here I have microphone number 3. You can see there I am not talking into it. I'm talking into this one here. There it is. So let's go ahead and now switch over to number 3, and you don't have to do anything. It could just be sitting there waiting for you to pick it up. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that. Set this one down here and then pick up this one, and you can see there it is working perfectly fine, no problem. So you can just pick whatever one up that you want and it'll start working. Just go and put this one down and then pick up this one. This one seems a little bit louder, and that is of course because I have the volume up a little bit louder on channel 4. So that's a good demonstration of that too, that that volume control does work pretty well. So let's go ahead and stop this little clip, and I'll give you guys, I guess, my final opinions.